Hello? Hello? Hey, this is Ryan, and this is the local flavor segment. Goodbye.
I lost a few niggas last year, but they did not pass away. They just switched up, turning back, now they dead in my eyes. Buried them niggas last Saturday.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? This your boy Thomas sitting here with my guy Ryan.
How y'all doing? We have a special guest in the studio.
That's right, we got special guest Nernest here, Virginia artist from Fredericksburg, Virginia. How you doing, man?
What's up, man? I'm loving good. How you?
Good, man. Good to see you. Glad we finally got you in here, man. I know it's been a little while ago I hit you up trying to get you coming in, man. I'm glad you were able to make it.
I'm glad to be here.
That's right, brother. So, man, first things first, man. How long you been making music for?
For like a lifetime, man. I feel like. See, I'm 27 now. I started rapping when I was 9, so it's been a long time. It's been so long that I can't remember what I was doing before that.
And that was his song you heard on the way in, by the way.
That's right.
Success Story.
Success Story. When did you drop that single?
I had made that song about a year and a half ago, but it just came out on the project I dropped in January.
Okay,
Awesome.
so you was really taking your time with that. Okay, that's cool, man. Well, this is a typical question I like to ask artists because everybody has their own inspiration. But what inspires you to, make your music and do what you do?
Pretty much just the reaction from it. When I say something that relates to somebody, whether it be because it relates to them emotionally or it relates to them like they're like, wow, I can't believe you came up with that. Just the reaction. I think that's what you can't buy. Everything else about music is so commercialized, but that reaction you get when somebody hears your music is untouchable.
Absolutely. So what would you say, what message do you want fans to get from your music when they listen to you?
There's a lot of different messages. I don't really have like a goal or aspect that I want to connect with people on. Like I don't have a gimmick.
Okay.
I just want people to come with me through the different phases that I go through in life, pretty much. Success Story is at a phase where I'm learning how to be myself as a man and things like that.
Okay.
The project before that was called Fan of Success. And so this is pretty much like a trilogy album because the next one at the end of next year will be called Successful.
Okay, I
So,
see what you're doing.
Yeah, so Fan of Success was pretty much me looking from the outside in. What I thought success was going to be like, what I wanted it to be like, or the things that I thought it was.
Right.
Success Story, the album that I just released in January, is more so about what I'm actually going through, learning my voice, my sound, what I actually want to say to an audience. And then Successful at the end of the year, we're going to have to wait on that. But
Okay.
that's
Oh,
what it's
awesome.
gonna be
So
about.
that's coming up next.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I got something for you. What albums did you listen to growing up, or what are some of the artists that influenced you coming up?
I listen to a lot of Jay-Z. It's my favorite rapper.
Jay-Z.
Yeah.
That's a good pick.
I also listen to a lot of Big L, Biggie, Jadakiss, Scarface.
So some real rappers that really said something.
Yeah, I listen to spitters, like people who had bars. I'm trying to. I mean, I listen to Tupac. I listen to EPMD. I listen to Lauryn Hill. Everybody, like.
Awesome. So you got a wide variety.
Yeah.
That's a very wide variety.
Yeah.
So when you're creating your music, can you walk me through like the creative process of it? Like, from writing, do you sit down, hear the beat, write to it, or is it more like poetic writing? You fit to a beat, and how do you put that together in the studio?
Pretty much, I piece together things that I think of on a daily basis. So like I'll be sitting here and like I'll be looking at different things and I'll be thinking of things that may rhyme with it, and then I'll just put it in the back of my head, and then later on I'll put it in my phone, and then eventually I'll have a collection of things that go together, but they're not like organized into an actual song format.
Okay.
So I can be sitting here and be like, a yellow ball should never call, da 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 da.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
just keep going, and I'll be like, oh, that's a good line. I'll put that away, and then
Kind of
and then the beat is what makes it, because by the time I find a beat that I like, I've already had like 8 or 9 pages of lyrics. So now it's a process of figuring out like, do I want to write something whole new for this beat, or do I go to the memo pad that I already have with
Right.
a bunch of lyrics?
Right.
And then by the time I get in the studio, I'm a quick in and out.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't take me long to lay it down because I've already practiced it so many times.
Where's your home base studio at? Where do you like to record?
I like to record up here. I usually record at Linear Sounds.
Linear Sounds.
So
Okay.
that's off of by Hard Times.
Okay. Shout out Linear Sounds. I've actually heard a lot about Linear Sounds. Like a lot of good quality stuff comes from that studio. Who runs that studio?
Eric Wesley.
Eric Wesley.
Yeah, he goes by Tef.
Tef. I've heard
Yeah.
that name. Okay.
The
Dope.
entire project,
Dope.
with the exception of one song, was done at that studio. I've been recording with him since I was 15, 16 years old.
Wow.
Nice.
And
Wow.
I've never gone.
So y'all got a
anywhere
really
else.
good connection.
Yeah, that's like my
Awesome.
brother.
That's cool, man. It's good.
Yeah.
Cool. What can you remember? Like one of your first performances? Like when was the first time you got on stage? Because I actually personally remember. I think you might have been in 8th grade, and I can't remember.
Talent
I
show?
might have been in 6th grade, and then you did a talent show. Then I found out later, halfway through your performance, didn't really have it all the way, so it was just freestyle from there. But I could never tell.
Yeah.
And I remember I went home on the bus, and I was like, man, that dude can spit, man.
Yeah, it was crazy because it was so many like technical difficulties with that situation because I was supposed to have an actual beat behind it.
Oh,
And
really?
then, like 30 minutes before they were like, we can't get the sound system to work, so you're just gonna have to do it a cappella. And I was
Well,
like, okay,
all right.
Improvise.
And then, like,
yeah.
the freestyle at the time, because you were getting like little like school beefs or whatever. Like the freestyle was about somebody that was in the audience.
Oh, wow.
So while I was doing it, the dude in the audience was standing up, and one of the girls was like, "Oh, he's talking about you."
Oh, man.
Like, yeah, so it was crazy. So that was a cool time. But like the actual like performance I had, the first one I had was in Springfield, and
Springfield. Okay.
and they were not with it like at all.
Not
like,
a good-
yeah, it was like when a comedian gets on stage and like he's been trying out his jokes for his family, but then now he's got to do it in front of an audience.
Mhm.
It was like that. Like I was performing, and it was a good song, but it wasn't. I had to learn what performance songs are versus like songs that you
Oh
just
yeah,
like,
definitely.
have on your album. And so I didn't know that at the time. I was like 15 years old, and so I'm on stage. I'm just rapping like da da da, da. And in my mind, I'm thinking, yeah, they're really not liking me. Right? It's not going
Yeah.
well. So then
You get any kind of reaction from them, or they were just stale?
after I got off the stage, I did. So hip hop is really like, it's different now because a lot of the music is more like it's dance. You dance into it.
Right,
You have
right,
to.
right.
But when I was rapping, it was in like the Dipset era, the Locks era.
Okay,
So it's
yep,
a lot of head
yep,
bob and
uh-huh.
not so much
Yeah.
dancing. So when I got
Cold
off the
shoulder
stage,
lean.
yeah. When I got off the stage, they were like, "Yo, you dope." But while I'm
Okay.
performing, they're just like,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I
got
feel
it.
"Yeah,
that.
son. Yeah,
Yeah,
son.
yeah.
son."
That's cool, man.
So that definitely. So being on stage took some learning, obviously.
Yeah. It's a craft to it, like anything else. You learn to work the crowd, work the cameras, because
Right.
people have like different phones out of
Uh-huh.
where the camera is. But when the first time I got on stage, I was just happy to be on stage.
Right.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
blessed to be there. So, well, and I guess in the music industry, like, what's the most difficult thing you've had to deal with in like the politics of the industry? Have you run into any issues like that? Like you release a song, producer said, oh, didn't have rights to that. Like any type of political mess you've run into so far?
Not on the music as far as like making music aspect, but
Mhm.
politics is
Everywhere.
yeah, it's impossible. It really is because in order for you to sell as an artist, you have to be marketable, and once you become marketable, you make yourself a piece of merchandise.
Absolutely.
And so people, they're not gonna make an iPhone 6 this year and then sell the iPhone 6 the next year. and the
Right,
next year.
exactly.
You have to constantly upgrade and make changes and adjustments. So once you put yourself in that situation, that's what people try to do to you. I think politics are played, especially in hip hop, as far as a genre, because so many people do it. And it's like, okay, you rap, cool. So does my friend, his
Right,
mom, his
right,
daughter.
yeah, right.
So what separates you
Right.
from everybody else?
Exactly.
And so they get to pick from the litter. And as a CEO, you get to pick from the litter. And as an artist, it's like a crab in a barrel. Like I'm trying to get
Yeah.
what I got to do. So I mean, that all plays into it, but I still enjoy the process.
I got you, man.
So you're on social media and everything like that.
Yes, sir.
Where can they find you at? Just so people know.
I'm on Instagram, NU3 RANESS. That's my Instagram. That's my Twitter. On Facebook, it's NUERANESS because Facebook doesn't allow you to put numbers in your name for whatever reason.
Really? Didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Nah. And You can also go to newrns.com. That's NU3RANESS.com.
Okay.
That's pretty
And
much
can-
Yeah,
you
we'll
can-
get all that up on our social media too, so they can find
That's
it
right.
easily and everything
Appreciate
like that. Yeah.
That's right, man. So I mean, once you, I guess, one of my things is I feel like you on the way. As a lot of artists, you know, who's been working. I've always noticed your hustle. You've always been very straight up with people. You know, when you get your success, when you are successful, what do you feel like, you know, your brand's gonna be? What are you gonna stand for? What are you gonna stand behind? You know what I'm saying? Like, what ideals do you as a person, you as an artist, like, how are you going to, you know, what are you gonna stand behind?
just that, like, as you put it, like, just being authentic, saying what I feel, you know, good, bad, or indifferent. I think that plays into politics too, because it's been hard to mold myself to. I don't want to say what the right thing is to say all the time.
Yep.
Sometimes I feel like I want to say this,
Right.
so that's what I'm going with, and I just feel like I have a. I feel like people, once they hit a certain level of fame, that they don't want to take risks anymore.
Yeah,
They don't
right.
want to branch. They don't want to say anything that's gonna mess up their money. And I've just never been at. The money was never. I was smart. I've been smart. I could have
Right.
done anything to make money. I didn't have to rap.
Right.
But
right.
but once you get that position and you're given that platform, you're also given that response. It's like Spider-Man.
Yeah,
It's like, you
great
got-
power comes great
you got the power,
responsibility.
now you got to do something. with it,
Straight
so.
up. Straight up. Awesome, man.
That's awesome.
Well, good deal, man. Well, hey, I appreciate you coming up in here with us, man, talking
I
a little
appreciate
bit,
it.
man.
Yeah, and I'd say that the best interview we've had so far.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Real
Best
dude.
interview-
Great to
yeah.
see you. So, hey, we're going to get all of his social media plugs. We're going to put that on the website. I'm going to put it everywhere on the screen.
Right on the
here,
video,
there,
yeah.
everywhere. My man Nuriness is in the house. We're going to finish it up here, come back and get into local flavor when we come right back.